So this one is both really important as a topic, but also a little bit personal, because here on the Young Turks we said years ago that Biden had a problem, and it was, and is it because we're like the world's greatest reporters? No, because we have eyes and ears, like most humans. And so when Biden was falling apart at the seams publicly, we said, look, obviously there's a problem. Look, he just shook hands with no one. It was an invisible person.
Yeah, and so we were all in denial, but like, who cares? Are you ever gonna let this go,
What's he
Jake?
doing? He can't finish sentences. He's getting.
You ever gonna let this go? Because what did you do? You got so mad that the media didn't listen to you about Joe Biden. Oh, you got so mad that the media didn't. Oh, you're so oppressed. So what did you do? You took money from Peter Thiel? Like, I mean, what do you want, dude? You want a goddamn media cookie? Like, yeah, like what the is your deal, bro? Like, get over it. To use the words of David Hogg, get over yourself. Or to use the words of Franny, you're a bitch. Oh, look at me. Oh, look at dude.
All the world leaders wrong. This was super obvious. But now reporters, and this is unbearable.
They're still talking about
are pretending that they got lied.
Dude, they love this shot of Biden, dude. They always use this picture, bro.
And there was no way they could have figured it out. How about you did some reporting earlier when it was relevant? And instead, what did you do? You yelled at every single person who said Joe Biden was old.
I got to give them credit though, Cenk, because they managed to monetize laundering their reputations and
yeah, that's something you and Cenk have failed at, monetizing your shit, because your channel is dead, baby.
Rewriting history, like their revisionism about themselves is making them additional money. In the case of Jake Tapper, Alex Thompson, to his credit, was one of the few reporters who was calling a spade when it came to Joe Biden. Before anyone else, before the debate, before anyone else was willing to call a spade a spade.
Okay, so those of us who bravely pointed out that the Democrats were more likely to lose if Joe Biden was around, we were all accused of trying to help Trump. Now, if it turns out that we were right, and it did turn out that we were right, who helped Trump the most? Ironically, mainstream media and Democratic leaders who worked together to make sure a senile old man was left running against Donald Trump, a guy who would obviously lose, but none of them minded as long as they served power. And forget me, because I'm persona non grata and I'm an outsider and a populist. They would never.
Dude, Cenk, he's just the misunderstood outsider populist that goes on every right-wing news show.
Ever acknowledge us, let alone apologize. Forget Marianne Williamson, who was a hero on this.
Dude, Marianne Williamson was fucking nuts. That woman was not the answer, bro. All right? There's a lot of answers out there, but don't fucking bring Marianne Williamson into this shit, dude. She was like, that woman was not the answer, okay? Dude, yeah, no, the red background. Dude, yeah, Cenk is the real victim here, guys. He really is, because Cenk, dude, let's take a moment here to really process. Dude, can I get some sad music? Hold on. Let's just take a walk, guys. And just look for a moment, because Cenk is misunderstood, because he has been victimized, guys. First off, okay, with fucking Cenk Uygur. First off, George Bush lied to him. He was a Republican, and George Bush lied to him about the war, which made him turn on the Republican Party. That was heartbreaking for Cenk Uygur. Forget about the 600,000 Iraqis that died. It was Cenk Uygur that got lied to. Okay, then around this same time, he was ambling around South Beach of Miami, and none of the women there would fuck him, right? And like, for no reason at all, Cenk Uygur was left to suffer. There he was, a stubby little guy. He didn't have a law degree like some of these guys. He didn't have any money. He just had the same collared shirt and the same jacket, and he walked around South Beach of Miami trying so hard to get fucked, and all the women ignored him. So this man, Cenk Uygur, poor Cenky, he had to give it the double tug every night, dude. He had to tug probably 5, 7 times a day. And poor guy, look at him. Look at his face. You can see how much he was traumatized by having to tug like that, right? It was really like just heartbreaking. And then Cenk Uygur, he had a momentary taste of success. He got on YouTube and like a rocket, Cenk Uygur, all of a sudden he was rising to the top. He was the first partner on YouTube. He was at the pinnacle. Okay, Cenk Uygur was finally having his moment. Now we're moving into this other fucking part where now they're finally succeeding. Okay, they're checking out the celebrity camel toes. They're shouting the N-word on the air, and TYT is taking off. Okay, they're blowing up. All of a sudden, Cenk Uygur has political clout, dude. But then there's a black president. Man, they don't like the black president, and Cenk doesn't want to be nice to the black president because remember, you know, the N-word thing? So now Cenk is on MSNBC, but they say, Cenk Uygur, we're sorry, we're going to give a black guy, Al Sharpton, he's getting the mainstream shot. Not you, little buddy. You're going to go back to South Beach. It's like now not only can you not get f***ed, but you can't even be an anchor on MSNBC. And let me just tell you, Cenk Uygur, this is going to be so heartbreaking that you will talk about this for the next 20 years. Okay? You'll be crying about this. All right? You'll be fucking crying about this. Just heartbroken. Oh, Cenk, I'm sorry, dude. MSNBC dissed you. And then Bernie Sanders lost the election. And that was a real bad for you, Cenk Uygur. Because you had blown up so big and you hitched your populist cart to Bernie Sanders. And you thought by Bernie Sanders winning that election in 2016, you thought it was going to be good for you. You were blowing up. You were grabbing all the fucking progressive people. You were pulling them into your network. You were providing them with optimization for YouTube, right? But we really know, Cenk Uygur, that probably you were making sure none of them blew up bigger than you. Weren't you, Cenk Uygur? I know you don't want to tell anybody that, but we know you were probably pulling the strings. But yeah, you were fucking really victimized by Bernie losing because that meant your brand was now not really taken over. Your populist revolution was not taken over. You know what I'm saying? So Cenk Uygur, again, you were almost there, but you just didn't quite get it, right? You were a fallen man, and now you're in the Trump territory. So now we're going to take round 3. This is where it gets really sad. Oh, here we go. Now, after all this happened to Cenk Uygur, and Bernie lost, and Cenk Uygur was just beside himself. He had to endure a Trump presidency, which he said Trump was going to resign, and that never happened. And then Bernie lost again, and then Cenk Uygur ran for Congress. And Cenk Uygur was like, I'm going to finally change the world. This is about me, Cenk Uygur. I am going to finally do what Bernie failed to do, what the Democrats failed to do, what Hillary failed to do. I'm going to get into Congress, and I'm going to fucking burn it all down. And then what happened? Oh, they found your blogs. Oh, shit. They found your blogs. And people started realizing that, like, oh, shit. You were talking about all that incel shit. And you were talking about camel toes. And you were saying the N-word. And they're like, oh, goddamn, bro. You're kind of a misogynist, Cenk Uygur. We don't actually like you. You're kind of gross. And you're like, wait, no. Now they're canceling me. Oh, shit, but wait, I'm going to run for Congress. And yeah, don't mind that I'm union busting in the middle of my congressional campaign as a progressive. But man, they're really going hard on me. And now my idol, Bernie Sanders, the guy who I hitch my cart to, Bernie just has forsaken me. Bernie pulled his endorsement and said, God damn, dude, that Cenk Uygur guy is fucking, he's kind of a dirty misogynist. I can't endorse him. So you lost. You only got 6% of the vote. Oh, Cenk Uygur, how bad for you? Dude, you got fucked out of being able to burn Congress to the ground and being the face of the progressive fucking revolution because they unfairly canceled you for those blogs, and then Bernie forsaken you. And now you have no political home. Nobody loves you. Nobody will take you seriously. But then there you were, sounding the alarm on Joe Biden. You were the only guy who saw it. You knew what was up. You knew that Trumpy was coming. Oh, you saw Trumpy freight train coming. No one was listening to you. MSNBC that had forsaken you, they weren't listening. Even Bernie fucking turned his back. Oh shit, Cenk Uygur, you were the only guy sounding the alarm. And then there you were in the election year, and you took this sweet money deal from PolyMarket, right? We're not exactly sure why, but it was bad. It was bad that you got millions from JD Vance's guys. Donald Trump's side, they gave you millions of dollars probably. They renamed the studio during the election year. Oh shit, but they didn't listen to you. They gave you a whole bunch of money, but they didn't listen to you. And now, you're a broken man. And now, it's just over. Oh, Cenk Uygur, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. You and Anna, nobody listened to you. Then you ran for president, even though you were ineligible. It was a disaster. Now you just look like a fucking damn fool. You're out there saying Charlie Kirk is one of the good guys. We gotta get together with MAGA. Oh, Cenk, I'm so sorry for what they did to you. Oh, it was heartbreaking. Oh, yes. Have some beers. Have some beers, guys. Dude, I feel so bad for Cenk Uygur. Look at him. Look at him. He just was trying to be the progressive revolution. And now he's not. Now he goes on Dr. Phil and gets introduced as the leader of YTY. Then he takes 5 minutes trying to climb into a chair. Oh, Cenk Uygur. Oh, the one thing I do have to say is Joe Biden. Dude, they called him Shank. Oh, shit. All I can say, Cenk Uygur, is at the end, okay, so, poor Cenky. Oh, Cenky, I'm sorry it didn't work out better for you. Oh, dude. What is up, guys? Thank you so much for watching. You like the video, you want to support independent resistance media, you know what to do. Drop that sub, hit the like button, and please share it. And we do love our members, so if you want to become a member, it's another really great way to support. Thanks again for everything, guys. I'll see you next time. Let's go.